Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we made Lewis dot structures for single elements. Today we're going to make them for compounds. First, I'm going to model for you. What I need you to do at a level 0 is make your paper match the board. But at the end, I'm going to ask you, what are the thinking steps that I took? So be prepared and be thinking to answer that too. So first, what I need to do is determine the number of valence electrons. I see that nitrogen is here, so I'm going to record nitrogen right here. And I'm going to look at the periodic table to determine how many valence electrons I have. So we see that nitrogen is in group 5, and that tells us that nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. So I'm going to put nitrogen equals 5. Next we have chlorine, but we have 3 of them. So I'm going to make a note to myself that says chlorine and then 3 times, just so I remember that there's 3 of them. Back to the periodic table. Chlorine is in group 7, and so that tells me that there are 7 valence electrons. So 3 times 7, 21 total valence electrons. Now I'm going to add these two together. That gives us 26 total valence electrons. Now my second step, I need to determine what the central atom is. I see that we have 1 nitrogen and 3 chlorines, so nitrogen is likely the central atom. So I'm going to record nitrogen here, record that it's the central atom, and record chlorine around it. The third step is to determine the number of bonding domains. We see that there are 3 chlorine atoms, so there are likely 3 bonding domains. And I'm going to go ahead and draw those in. That represents a bonded pair, or 2 electrons. As a part of this step, I'm also going to draw in my lone pairs, or the rest of the valence electrons. And so we're going to follow the octet rule today. We'll talk about exceptions tomorrow, and we're going to draw those in. So chlorine already has 2, and we know we're going to add in 6 more to make it be complete. And we'll do the same for the other molecules, other elements, to make sure that they are complete. And then nitrogen has 2, 4, 6, so we only need to add in 2. Now my fourth and final step is to go back and count the number of valence electrons that I've drawn to make sure that it matches my first step. So let's count them. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. We're looking good. Now here's what I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a think, pair, share. What I need you to do is record on your paper, silent and solo, what are the steps that I took to draw a Lewis dot diagram for a compound. Silent, solo, 30 seconds, go.